It couldn't be that quick.
No, seriously, John Carnan is really a remarkable guy. I'm reminded of something that was told me once. I've heard it said that a well-rounded person should be able to speak at least a couple of languages, also play a good game of chess, and make some kind of music. Well, you may or may not know this, but in addition to English, Dad is very good in spoken German. And of course, we all know that he's fluent in Donald Duck. We're going to hear some of that a little bit later tonight.
Yeah, they're the ones that know.
Now, as far as that chess thing is concerned, I challenge anybody in here to play my dad in a game of chess. You don't stand a chance. Oh, I see you, Ellie. Ellie says, I'll take you. Trust me, Jack, you're not alone. Most people lose to him a couple of times and they never try again. It was me. I gave up a long time ago. So, yeah, he speaks several languages. He plays an excellent game of chess. So that brings us to music. Well, Dad, I'm confident you'll get that music thing down one of the If his mother was here, you guys know this, she'd say he can't carry a tune if it's strapped to his back. He can still work on it.
We appreciate it.
This is a rose. No. All kidding aside, Dad is truly a remarkable guy.
They're just listening.
He is, to those of us who've known him for a long time, he is our champion. He is our hero. He is our role model. He's somebody who always makes us feel very special. He goes out of his way to make sure that everybody gets their turn, everybody feels special, everybody gets their day. And I cannot think of anybody who meets people and immediately makes them feel like they are the most important person in the room, the most important person in the world. And for that, we really appreciate it. I've got a few other little quick stories. I polled the family for a couple of things just to give you a flavor for the way we feel about Dad. When I played Little League football, at the end of the season, I remember they gave Dad an award for the loudest parent. I'm sure that was an award that never existed before or since. They felt like they needed to get out for my dad. When my brother Jack won the Pinewood Derby as a Boy Scout, I'm convinced it was because of Dad's obsession. And it had nothing to do with being ultra competitive. He just wanted to get the physics right.
Plus, we figured out which was the fast track.
He watched very carefully to see that he just made the observation that, yeah, all the ones in that fifth track are the ones that anyway. But, he convinced my niece, Karin, that there were tree elves in the trees outside of his home in San Francisco. And every time she looked for him, he said, "No, you're just not fast enough." My other niece, Nicole, they were in San Francisco, I believe, and there was a fireworks display going off. It just happened to be her birthday.
It was on the Queen Mary.
On the Queen Mary. And he convinced Nicole that was all for her. In fact, he even enlisted, I think, the waitress or the other staff on the ship to say, "Yeah, that's right, sweetheart, this is for you." So, just a couple of quick stories. I could go on. I want to keep this fairly brief, but suffice it to say, Dad, that we really appreciate you. We appreciate this 80th birthday. We look forward to many, many more. And I just want to say thank you very much and happy birthday.
I'm reminded of another toast that Jeff gave. And I think about it every time I look at my lovely wife and many of the people in this room that were at our wedding. when Jeff got up and started to look around the room, and it was the hottest day of the year in an outdoor wedding. And he started his toast with, "I've never seen so many hot women in one place."
Record high temperature in Washington the day they got married, and I have never seen so many hot women that were that hot. All right,
They were.
I could go on, but I want to turn it over to my brother, John Sherman, and who, by the way, put this deal together. I think it's
We forgot about the big one.
All right, I'm going to try to get through this. So, I don't know that I've ever known a better man than John Karn. That's why I'm so proud when I say I'm going to my parents' house when I'm going to Mom and John's. That's why I've looked up to him for the last 20 years. And that's why Sarah and I gave our son Jack the name Karn. Our hope is that he will be a man like you. It's not just the fact that John can fly an airplane and deliver babies probably at the same time.
Probably has.
It's that John has touched so many people in his life. He's made so many people's lives better. And he does it all in the same kind, gentle, and generous manner that I know everyone in this room finds so enchanting. So, Papa, thank you for teaching me so much about what it means to be a husband and to be a father. And thank you for loving my mother the way you do. I love you.
the next person I want to bring up here. I have to tell you, I would never trade my father for any other man in the world. But if I absolutely had to, and I could pick a father, it would be Paige Dobson. Dad's oldest and greatest friend, and if I'm not mistaken, your parents played bridge with your parents back in the 1920s, before even you guys were born. And that's how long and how solid this friendship is. So I want to bring Paige Dobson up here to say a few words as well. Paige.
Well, I can't tell you how honored Nancy and I are to be here this evening. John and Carolyn are members of our family. We claim them, and we have for a long time. You know, John and I got acquainted over 65 years ago. So if you have any questions, I can pretty well help you. And I told John what I was going to say. And he said, "You do, and I'll do the same thing." that promise is over. John and I do go back to junior high school. John was raised in Oklahoma City, as I was. Nancy and I still live there. We love the Sooner State, but we know there are other places. John and I were in junior high and then high school. In high school, I knew John was a comer. And so John earned out of 500 in our class, first academic place. They called it the Class and Medal of Honor. And I knew in a moment that confirmed what I knew. Let me put it that way. John and I had some grand times together. And I grew up, spent half my time in this home. Pam and with James and with John. The reason was, John and I were good friends, but he had air conditioning. Those were days when nobody else had it. John brought Carolyn to the OU Texas football game, our annual rivalry. John and I are Sooner fans all the way. And we had invited John to bring Carolyn to the game. Well, she came. And we had grand visit, and I was talking to them, and I learned that Carolyn had to get family approval before she could come. So we had a grand time, didn't we, Carolyn?
Yeah, we did.
There's so much history. I remember John invited us to go skiing with him. And one time in Las Vegas, New Mexico,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it was at the St.
At the
I
Wiley
guess
home?
The Santa Fe ski basin.
Okay.
Yeah, but we
Is
were
that
in
where the
Las
home
Vegas,
is?
yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Anyway, we skied hard all day, particularly John. I mean, he was doing everything. And so we were hungry. We went to eat. I was sitting next to him. We all ordered our meal. It was delivered. And the next thing I looked over at John, and his head was in his plate. He had skied real hard. Well, I'm not gonna take a lot of it. But, you know, we're lucky if we have a best friend. And my best friend's in this room. Now, I do have a toast, if you all would join me. A toast to John Randall Carr, also known as Candy Carr, or more personally, as Cowdog. I'm sure some doubted we'd make it to 80. But when you reach our age, you do start to get fraidy. So here's to our friendship starting early teens, back to the time when we wore cuffed jeans. You taught me about what true friendship